Alright, it's already been a busy morning. I got a fucking blackberry water right here. We have a berry patch in town, and they'll sell like this, like coconut water, blackberry, natural blackberry juice type thing with some ice. It's really refreshing. Me and the wife have been working this morning, and pretty much all of yesterday, with my dad. We deconstructed my front porch, like threshold to the entryway to the house, and then we rebuilt it from scratch with all new wood. And then today we just stained it, and now we're letting it dry. So it's been a busy morning, but I needed something refreshing right here. It's still early, so most of the time on Sundays I'll shave in the morning, so I'm not always grabbing a beer, but sometimes I do. Not today though. So what are we using? We are going to be using Blugere from Catie's Bubbles. This one was sent to me, scraped out a little sample size from Doug Bear from Barely Normal Wet Shaver. Doug is like my sensei. That's what I call him, because he gives out all the tips, all the advice, everything to help you along your journey. And if you're more experienced, maybe he's going to tell you something that you haven't thought of, because he does think outside the box a little bit, and he has some fucking just cool insights, you know what I mean? I think most people like and appreciate Doug, so thanks, Doug, for the Blugere. I got it put in the bowl here, and I loaded kind of heavy, not because I'm scared of Catie's Bubbles. Oh man, that smells good. But because of the brush I'm using. So for the first time, I'm going to be using my Moon Soaps Kent Designs brush here. I had it soaking in the bougie brush bath, and this actually has a gel boar knot from Heritage Collection Shaving. So I just wrung out a ton of water from this bad boy. Look at the beauty on that brush and on that face over there, but look at the beauty on that brush. Purple Heart and Maple. The gel boar, I mean, it looks dense as fuck, and it's striking. I gotta be honest, I fucking love it. And it feels nice in the hand. I feel like most of the weight comes from the knot, to be honest. So let's get to lathering, and hopefully the gel boar doesn't eat all of my lather. Now, one thing that Doug Bear actually, one of his tips was actually to kind of lather your boar knots, kind of like holding it a little bit higher, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, and just kind of getting the soap to remain in the tips of the brush instead of getting down deep. And then it wouldn't hog as much lather, because it's all at the top for you to regain. Now, I have not gave this a try. I'll tell you, it does feel a little bit awkward. Gotta be honest. I've never held a knot so high up. But, I mean, everything's at least worth a shot, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily find myself wanting to lather like this, but if it works, at least I can kind of check it off the list and say it definitely works. So if I'm really struggling, I can revert back to this tip and attempt to, reuse it if needed in the future. I'll have it in my toolkit, so to speak. But definitely feels a little awkward. It's a little bit more messy, but being messy with lather isn't really the end of the world now, is it? So this is Catie's Bubbles lathers up rather easily. I think the main thing here is that I loaded so much, and it's just because I was nervous that this dense ass boar knot was gonna eat it all. That's That's what my main fear was that Catie's bubbles would have a bad showing because I'm using this like ultra dense badger knot, which is something I don't have. This is only my second badger knot ever. Okay, so I'll wet the face with my not messy hand, and then I'll use the hand that has lather all over it to get some of that on the face. That way I don't waste any. This one got a bunch of lather all over it, so I'll just kind of get a little base layer there. This part is not something that I'm too thrilled about, getting my hand all messy and slick from the lather, but if it works, it works. And like I said, I'll have this method in my toolkit for future use. So, alright, let's try to get some of this on the face here. And let's splay. Now I can press down and splay a lot, but just kind of right there, just getting that first little maybe ½ inch or 1 inch of splay is about all that's necessary. I'm finding that I'm not getting any scritch whatsoever from the gel Boar, and it actually doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel slimy like I felt with the V4 turn and shave tip knot, the badger knot. That one is really, really jelly, and it almost feels slimy. This here does not feel slimy. It just feels like uber soft tips, like a good badger, but it's in a very lofty Boar knot. This is hands down probably one of my tallest brushes, and it's not even a tall handle. It's about an average size handle, but because of that lofty Boar knot, it's like pretty big, pretty tall. But it actually performed very well. It felt very nice while scrubbing. Very nice. And I think Heritage Collection has made a believer out of me. I'm a fan of the way this gel Boar feels and performs. And really, I think Doug's method worked pretty good because there is some pretty good amount of soap lather left there. So that's good. And it doesn't look like I got everything off the walls of the bowl. So I could have continued lathering and built even more lather. So Doug, yet again, I think you were correct. Your little tinkering methodology has proven to work one more time. We are going to be using the Wacker Solingen today. This is the Chevalier. If it'll show, there it is. The Chevalier style. Has the French point. Can't remember how thick it is. Can't remember the grind. This shit's just not important to me. Sorry, guys. You kind of see there. Looks pretty hollow, I think. And let's get to shaving. It's nice, even though I got a whole bunch of new gear. It's always nice to like revisit your favorites. This is definitely my favorite straight razor. I have no doubts in my mind that the Catie's bubbles will perform well. Tried and true Catie's bubbles is. The scent on this one, I kind of gave a first impressions on my on my mail call. But first and foremost, I feel like this is a fougere. And then it has like some tart sweetness from the blueberry. But first and foremost, it's a fougere scent. And I feel like it also, it's kind of like a spicy green fougere. And then it has those kind of tart sweet notes from the blueberry. And you would think, you know, how is that going to work? You know, how does that work well? You know, does it smell weird? I actually think it works pretty fucking well. I think it smells good. I see a lot of Blugere on the Shave of the Day pics, but I don't see a whole lot of videos on it. But really, I think it is a fantastic scent. It's one that I've wanted to pick up for a long time, but because of the nature of the game, there's always like, at any given time, there's like 25 soaps that I want to get, but that doesn't mean I can get them all. You know what I mean? So, I've been interested for a long time, but I've never pulled the trigger. Now that I know what it smells like, I really don't have an excuse. Alright. And that was a hell of a first pass. Very smooth, very comfy. The Chevalier. This came from Griffith Shaving Goods is where I bought it. I'm sure you can pick these up elsewhere, but I got this one from Griffith Shaving Goods. It's a fucking, like, on the side where it says, like, Masterclass Razors or whatever. Right there. Right there. It's, I believe it. Like, I love the shape of the scales. I love the shape of the blade. I think the transition from kind of a dark colored horn to a light colored horn on the handle. Just everything. The kind of intricate design that's on the spine. Everything about it just looks fucking fantastic. Big fan of this Wacker razor. And the scent strength on this, I think because of the bright nature of the green fougere and the tart, bright nature of the blueberries, it's actually perceiving to be pretty good. Like probably a 6 out of 10. I'm digging it. And this is a sample, mind you, so let's get some more of this lather painted on. This huge ass lofty Boar knot makes one hell of a painting brush, by the way. That's just Catie's Bubs. Looks fucking nice. I don't actually know if this is like their luxury shaving cream or their shaving soap. I don't know which one it is. I'm unfamiliar with that. Really doesn't matter much to me because Catie's Bubbles is just good quality regardless. But I suppose if you're interested, look it up. Damn. Very nice. And I definitely had enough lather to get this shave done, so I think Doug Bear's little pinch the tip method, I think it worked out pretty good. Again, doing some shit that I don't normally do. So this one, this Blugere, as well as Lancaster leather, that's the other one I want to try. Oh yeah, that's a nice. I don't know. It's one of these things with the straight razors where it's like, that feels so fucking good. That just like feeling that smooth edge glide across your skin, leaving behind a baby butt smooth surface, an excellent fragrance in the air. This is what fucking wet shaving's all about, man. I love it. It's kind of making me like long for a beer right now. It's like, fuck, the only thing that would make this better. Sounds like my wife's gonna take a shower. I don't know if you can hear that fan, but sorry if you can. Alright. I'll just flip that around in the hand. I don't know if you can tell, but when I'm using a straight razor, I kind of try to like get the edging in. Like I'll do a few like test strokes, see if I have my edge where I want it, and then I'll follow with a full stroke. I always try to clean up the neckline. The hair comes up pretty high from the chest, but also it's just more surface area for me to shave without having to without having to cut into the beard. I know a lot of folks just can't wait for that fucking the day the beard comes off, but I honestly have no plans on getting rid of it. Maybe one of these days. Maybe for No Shave November I'll shave the beard. I don't know. Maybe one of these days, but I honestly have no plans. The wife likes it, I like it. But I think it would be pretty cool. It's not like it won't grow back. Alright, let's clean this off and get the matching aftershave on. Doug was kind enough to send me 3 samples of Catie's Bubbles along with a sample of the matching aftershaves, which is just fucking very generous of him. Gonna have to find a way to repay him for that. I am very grateful for that, Doug. Thank you. Alright. So yeah, I think the Blugere gets a thumbs up from me. Now there's no doubt in my mind that I'll want to pick it up. I'm a big fan of berries in general, and I find that when it comes to fragrances with berries, I do usually like it. So, no surprise that I liked this Blugere scent. Pretty unique, actually. Okay. I'll get the rest off cam. Alright, let's get a little splash of that Blugere sample. Come on now. Keeps a tight seal on that. And these are kind of like the PAA vials, more or less, so let's see if we can get a nice pour here. Use about half of it, that way I have some left over. Oh man, that smells good. I think the blueberry is a little bit more perceivable in the aftershave, bringing it up to kind of a 50-50 status with the green fougere. I actually enjoy the aftershave a little bit more in this case. Because I kind of like that 50-50 blueberry. I find it to be more sweet than tart in the aftershave. And I like that. Very nice. So, Catie's Bubbles Blugere gets a thumbs up from me. I think I will be buying it now. The Wacker gave me one hell of a nice shave. My favorite straight razor. Just aesthetically, I fucking love it. I love the shaves it gives me. Feels fucking close and comfy. Got my Kent Designs Moon Soaps Purple Heart and Maple brush with the Heritage Collection Boar knot. This thing felt very nice. I love the handle. Feels very ergonomic in the hand, and the weight with that lofty gel bore feels very nice. Frank Misa was the one who set that, and it feels, I think he did a very good job with that. There's the Lancaster bowl. I can definitely tell I left some on the sides. I could have built up even more lather, which proves to me that Doug Bear's kind of pinch the tip. God damn it. The pinch the tip method works. But yeah, the gel bore from Heritage Collection Shaving, very comfy, no scritch. It just feels like a soft tip badger. Not necessarily a jelly badger, but like a soft tip badger. And it was very enjoyable for me. Very, very enjoyable. I'm gonna love fucking using that brush. Alright guys, that was it for me. That was my sample Sunday shave. I hope you guys have a good Sunday and a good rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, alright? Cheers. Wah!